So the purpose of this video is to take a look at some examples of writing numbers in scientific notation, taking ordinary decimals and writing them as scientific notation, going back and forth between the two notations. So let's take a look at some very large numbers. And the first one we're going to look at is 7 billion. And 7 billion has a lot of zeros. We're going to rewrite this as scientific notation. We're going to start with this A value. We have a decimal at the end of 7 billion, and we want our A value to be somewhere between 1 and 10. So I'm going to move this decimal over here until I get an A value of 7.0, which is between 1 and 10. Then I'm going to multiply this number times 10, and this n value is going to be a positive or negative whole number, and it's going to be the number of places I move this decimal over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places. This is 7.0 times 10 to the 9th. Another really large value is 1,300,000,000. The decimal is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places again. Note my A value is between 1 and 10. It's 1.3. And then my integer is going to be 9 because I moved the decimal over 9 places. Note that both of these are positive. Your integer is always going to be positive with a really big number. So another one, let's say we have 50 billion. My decimal is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My A value is 5.0. And my n, I move the decimal over 10 places. So there are some really large values that we have. Let's take a look at some small numbers. The process is going to be the same. Let's say I have 0.000021. And I want to write this as scientific notation. I'm going to move the decimal over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. 2.1 times 10 to the 7th. My A value again is between 1 and 10, met that requirement. My integer is a -7 this time. I'll move the decimal over 7 places. It's negative because I'm dealing with a really small number. Let's say I have one like this, 0.000331. I'm going to move the decimal over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. 3.31, the A again is between 1 and 10, and I move that decimal over 5 places, small number, -5 as my exponent. Let's go the other way. Let's say I have a value written as scientific notation, and I want to turn it into an ordinary decimal. I'm going backwards. So I'm going to say 3.72, and I have this fifth power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. I know I'm going to move that decimal to the right because I have a big number. My exponent is positive. That would be 372,000. Let's say I have a small number, 4.78 times 10 to the -4th. I'm going to say 4.78, and I'm going to move the decimal over 1, 2, 3, 4 places. 1, 2, 3. I would have 0.000478. So there's a conversion going that way. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in this section is ordering values from least to greatest. So let's say I have a set of numbers. And here they are. And what I want to do is I want to rank these. So when I rank these values, I have a decimal, I have scientific notation, I'm going to have to convert these to a decimal so I can be consistent in what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to move the decimal over 1, 2, 3, 4 places. I'm going to have 0.00 0.037, 1, 2, 3, 2 zeros, 0.00316. Now, what do I have to do now? Well, I am going to start with my smallest number, and I'm going to take a look at the value with the most zeros after the decimal. I have 2 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3 zeros, 1. That value with the 5 zeros is my smallest number. Next in line would be the 3 zeros. And then next in line would be the 2 zeros. So I have 004, 003. So 3 is less than 4. And then I have my smallest to my greatest of the 4 values there.